What up? What up, everybody? I hope, gosh, my mask is all jacked up tonight, man. Anyways, I hope everybody's having a great new year. All of your New Year's wishes are coming to fruition already. Uh, Let me know. Do y'all have any New Year's resolutions? Any legit New Year's resolutions? I'm just hoping for a better 2026 than a 2025. That's all I want. But enough about me. What so, I'm hoping, I say this every time. I'm hoping this will be a shorter live stream. But let's get into it. So, man, do I wanna start with anything? So, thank you for all you guys. I'm not sure what happened, but recently, but, there's been a lot of uptick in people interested in my course, and so I really appreciate that. I guess word is just out that it's an amazing course, and it's very well organized and very helpful, and lots of guys are not losing. Lots of guys are gaining a lot of size with it. So my guy, Intimacy Nutrition Doc, his goal is to lose 20 pounds and gain 3/4 of an inch in length or girth. That's interesting, man. Um, as good as you are, I'm actually interested in Intimacy Nutrition Doc. I know that there is a tea called yerba mate, which has a natural GLP agonist in it. And so, but I'm wondering if you know of any other actual natural supplements that can actually help with appetite suppression. And yeah, and I certainly think that 3/4 of an inch in 3/4 of an inch in length is something that's certainly a realistic goal in a year, especially if you're consistent. So yeah, man. We got my guy. Let's see. It was funny. I popped into what's I always want to say Mr. ECZ, but I think he goes by Mr. X. But anyways, I popped into his live stream for a second a couple nights ago, and I saw Vendetta. Actually, Ethan and Vendetta Maxing, and so I called them whores for two timing on live streams. I'm supposed to be the one and only live stream you guys watch. All right, uh, but anyways, man. Let's see. Yeah, oh, no, don't try to deny it now, Ethan. I saw you in there, bro. I saw you in there, man. And so, let's see. My guy Karan, I don't know, maybe it's just my setting, man, but I swear I'm recognizing some of these names, but the usernames are not what they used to be. But, so my guy Karan says, "Hi, Hink. I hope you're doing well. I really need some help and advice. I'm really desperate right now." Fill me in, bro, with the rest of your question, and I'll do my best to help you out, man. So, thank you guys for slut shaming, Ethan and Vendetta Maxing. Oh my gosh. No, I'm just playing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really feel like I disagree with a lot of the stuff that Mr. X says, but it's my opinion. Who cares? Who's to say that I'm right? But I like that dude. He seems like a solid dude. I still talk to him from time to time. So, anyways, man. My guy Enrique says, "How are the pups doing?" My pups have gone from 6 pounds to about 12 pounds, so they've doubled. They make me so fudging happy, man. Um, they make me so happy. I'm not gonna lie. They're the sweetest dogs. They piss me off. The other night, one of them crapped the bed at like not my bed. They don't sleep in a bed. They sleep in a crate in our like mudroom area. But it's inside the house, guys. It's air conditioning. I mean, it's air conditioned, but anyways, that pissed me off. But it's so hard to stay mad at them because they're so freaking cute, man. They're so cute and so loving, and they'll do this thing where I'll pick them up and I'll say, "You my boy." I don't know why I put multiple syllables in the word boy, but boy, and they'll put their paw on my head and lick me, and then put their paw right here and then lick me again. So, anyways, they're amazing pups. So, thank you for asking. So, uh so Ethan says, I mean, Mr. X is a good guy and he answers the question. Yeah, I don't want to hear it, Ethan. Whatever, bro. Whatever. I thought we had something special here. Oh, Caleb says, "Hink, I'm a whore too because I watch Mr. X too. You're my husband and he's my side piece." Hey man, as long as I'm the husband, I'm good with that. No, dude, this is a good dude, man. I like the dude, man. So I would never say anything. Or I hope I wouldn't say anything bad about him personally, but I think it's okay to have differing opinions on especially on PE when there's no I don't know. I mean, you can use as much science as you can, but however, I will say I have not watched I have not watched his the video he made about is like, "Oh, the average PP size is actually 6 inches," because I'm afraid I'm gonna get super triggered watching it. And so, anyways, man, so my guy, let's see, Vendetta maxing, that two timing slore. He says gaining stretch flaccid length equals gaining length. Yes. And then he says, don't ignore, please. So yeah, I've talked about this multiple times. When it comes to strength stretch flaccid length, I have a whole video and it's like how to know if you're growing tier list, measuring tier list. And so that was without a doubt the number one thing is that is without a doubt for stretch, flaccid length, and guys, there's plenty of data showing that there's about an 80% or more, depending on the study, correlation between stretch flaccid size and erect size. And so I think it's fair that you can rest assured that if your stretch flaccid is increasing, your erect size will increase with time. I disagree with some of these people on basically what you should do if your stretch flaccid is bigger than your erect size. I mean, uh, I don't want to seem like I'm calling anybody out or anything like that because I'm really not. Um, I think that it's natural for there to be a sizable discrepancy between stretch flaccid length and erect size. I mean, I do. I would say up to anywhere between a quarter of an inch to a half an inch. I would say is within a normal range of what to expect from, I mean, within a reasonable range. I don't think it means that anything is wrong. I don't think it means you need to start clamping. I don't think it means you need to just shift to just girth work. But that's all just my opinion, man. So you know, it is what it is. I'm a clown in a mask, guys. Don't listen to anything I say about anything because I don't know anything about anything, man. Uh, So my guy, Chrome 47 says, Happy New Year's, Mink. What's up, man? He says, Have you seen the channel Authentic Alphas? He has an old video on peen pumps. Lately, he's been posting more pilled content. I don't know who that is. I don't know what pilled content means. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. And maybe I'm just getting pilled. So um and maybe that's why I'm saying it, but yeah, but I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. So my guy, Checo Lizard says, thank you for the super chat, bro. First and foremost, he says, Hey, Hink, have you heard of Dr. Laurie that says that the ideal girth? Oh my God. Sorry, God. Oh my gosh. The ideal girth is between 6.5 to 7.5. Hopefully she's saying centimeters. And it can be ideal even 8. And even bought a P star on a YouTube video. I don't know what kind of doctor she is, but I sure hope that it is like a doctor of I don't even know educate. I know because I don't even want to disrespect PhDs I mean good lord, maybe she just puts on a mask and cosplays as one like I do, but, no, that's fucking I mean, that's insane. 6.5 is insane. 6.5 to 7.5 is within that is bigger than some of the biggest guys that are out there, and 8? I mean, Girth Master isn't even 8. Like, oh, man, I don't know if maybe you're just trying to give me a stroke because if so, you're doing a great job. You are doing a great job, man. So, yeah, that is absolutely one of the most not you, bro, not you, but if she said that, that's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. That is quite possibly the worst take in PE that I've that I've actually ever heard. Um, because I've heard some pretty ridiculous shit here recently. Jeez, man. I'm like, I hope this dude is okay because you sound psychotic. But but yeah, that is one of the that is actually one of the worst size takes I've ever heard. And if they actually brought on a P star, I guarantee you that P star was not 8 inches. I guarantee you that P star was not 8 inches in girth, and probably wasn't even 8 inches in length, man. Um, yeah. So, let's see. I don't even know what's going on in the conversation, but so hold on. Let me just go back. So guys, the ideal girth. There's studies. So it doesn't matter what some fucking idiot. Turn it down, Hink. Turn it down. Turn it down. It doesn't matter what one person says on a podcast, a live stream, a YouTube video. It doesn't matter, guys. First of all, there needs to be actually entry level criteria for podcasts, because way too many people have a platform to say ridiculous stuff right now. Okay, um, Number 2, there's actually data that we can point to. So there's a 3D study where they actually gave women models and said, "What is your ideal size?" And the ideal girth was just under 5 inches, okay? And so to say that the ideal girth is bigger than a Coke can is just stupid. I mean, that's just a horrible take, man. I mean, good lord. So hey, my guy effing Mint Sleeves is in the building. What's up, man? Man, he texts me from time to time, and I just smile every time I see his name pop up on my phone. Um, but anyways, man, ooh, so my guy Ethan says, "Do you recommend getting a Himplant after retirement from PE?" Absolutely not. I mean, let me make sure I know what the fudge a No, good lord, no, man. A implant that's like a pneuma implant. Like, that is a terrible, terrible move. Talk to your doctor, okay? I'm clowning a mask. But no, I would never recommend any sort of implementation, any sort of injection, any sort of anything into your penis, ever. Once again, guys, there are people, "Oh, but Hink, what if you inject BPC 157 into your PP?" Well, guys, there's actually studies that even if you just use a needle and penetrate your tunica and just inject normal saline, okay, something benign, that actually increased the risk of things like scarring and Peyronie's disease. I forgot exactly how much, but it was 4 or 5-fold, okay? But Hink, that was in rat studies. Yes, it was a rat study, but it's still a study, and there's still comparable anatomy between a rat penis and a human penis. And so never inject anything into your penis. Talk to your doctor, whatever. Um, I would say never, ever, ever get an implant like that. It just yeah, never. So no, please don't do that, man. And we got 80 people in here now and 40 likes. If you guys don't mind just taking a second to hit the like button, it would really mean a lot to me personally, and I would take it personally as a personal favor. Did I say personally enough? And also, guys, if for some reason you are not a subscriber on here, number one, you need to be a subscriber to do the chat. But even if you're just watching this after the fact, please consider subscribing. It means a great deal to me. Man, I would love to get to 70K by Valentine's Day. For those that don't know, Valentine's Day is actually my favorite holiday of the year. Yes, it is. It is for sure. So, yeah, man. So, anyways, but my guy Checo, thank you for the super chat. Uh, I might have to find that clip just to react. Dr. Loria, I might have to find that clip and, because but I'm worried if I watch that clip, I might have a stroke, like an actual stroke, and then next time I don't wanna make stroke jokes, sorry. My grandmother died from a stroke, actually, right around Christmas time, so, but that was, geez, 20 years ago, 23 years ago, so anyways. Um, so my guy, KT, 0043 says, "Collab with CJ Rods from Masculine Health Solutions." Um, I in no way mean this to be in any way disrespectful. I don't even know if this dude is in the chat. I'm not aware of who that person is, and it's not be, "Oh my gosh, I'm Hink, I'm so important." I'm not really on YouTube like that, I guess, and I'm not even in the mansphere like that, and so I just don't know who that is. I'd be more than happy to collaborate with him. And I mean, and odds are he's probably a much bigger influencer than I am. So I'd love to do that. And I don't know if you personally have a contact with him, but tell him to. I'll put my email in the chat. Um, but tell him to, if he's interested in collaborating, just tell him to shoot me an email. I'd love to. I'd love to collaborate with this dude, but I don't. But I mean, and part of it, I don't even know how to connect with these people, and because I'm a clown in a mask, like, sitting in a basement surrounded by sneakers, actually, by default, a lot of people don't really take me that seriously because of that. So, yeah. Uh, but speaking of a, collab, so my girl, Caitlin V, is doing what is it? A conference, a digital conference, guys. It's free, and it is towards the end of January. And I'm actually going to be one of 5 guest speakers on the panel. And so, I would strongly advise you guys to sign up for that. It's called "From Pressure to Power," is what it's called. And so, if you just, I will be probably sending out a link and doing some more promo. But if you guys just Google Caitlin V from Pressure to Power, it will come up, and I'd love to have you guys. I mean, one, I think it's a great conference. I like what she does. I think she gives very positive messages when it comes to especially men's sexual health for the most part. And so that's part of the reason why I did it. I mean, also I'm kind of honored that she said, "Hey Hink, I want you on this panel." And so anyways, you guys should check it out. And I'm probably going to be posting some I guess, promotional material just where I talk about it more, and some links so you guys can sign up. So, anyways, so my guy KT, if you have a connection, you know how to email C Rods, CJ Rods, by all means, I'd love to collaborate this dude. And so, my guy Oliver, thank you for the super chat, bro. He says, "Happy New Year, my juicy lipped caramel king." That's the first time I've heard that in quite a while, man. So shouts out to you, bro. But he says, all experience being equal, what's your take on PCP being male or female regarding what's your take on PCP being male or female? I don't in my world, PCP means primary care physician. Help me out, guys. I'm an old man. I don't know slang. Piece on a okay. Sorry, I'm following now. I can't read. You guys know by now I'm illiterate. He says, "All experience being equal, what's your take on a PCP?" And I think he actually means primary care physician being male or female regarding penile health. I'd rather show my junk to a woman, but wondered your take. Um, my personal take, first of all, thank you for the super chat. But in my personal take, I used to have a male primary care physician, and every physical, he would examine my genitals. Okay. And it was not awesome. But I felt that he was thorough. Okay. Now, I recently he retired and I switched to a female PCP, and she absolutely doesn't go anywhere near my genitals. And I don't know whether she feels uncomfortable because she knows that I cosplay as a doctor in the hospital, and it's like, this is a colleague. I work with this dude. I see him in the doctor's lounge, and then I'm gonna have my nuts in his hand. Like, I don't know. Um, but it just depends on how comfortable you are. I don't know if this makes me gay, but I'd rather if I were being examined for pathology, I would much rather want a man that has experience with that, and more of a personal interest. I mean, not a personal interest, but I just think all men are obsessed with their genitals, and so having a guy that understands that, that's probably what I would rather have. But I also, like, I don't care. I just want a competent health professional, and so. Yeah, that's a very it's a very interesting question. I don't fault you, at all, but I would kinda worry that, what if I had to do that exam and, like, what if I started getting bricked up or something? And I don't know, man, I'm just weird, I guess, but then again, what if I was getting an exam from a dude and I started getting bricked up? That's even for me personally, that would be even more concerning. But, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just whoever's qualified. I mean, if it was urologist specializing in men's health, I wouldn't. I don't think it would matter male or female. It's just it's that comes down to personal preference, man. That's an interesting question. Oh my gosh, man. Whoa. So super chats are rolling in, man. So, thank you guys for that. That is extremely kind, man. People are jumping in there too. So people are finally getting the alerts and seeing, oh, my boy Hank is live. So, my guy Check a Lizard. So his name of channel is Loria Medical. He sells filler surgeries. It's crazy how many views his videos have, and he can tell you that he can add 3 inches in girth. So that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense that a dude selling fillers is going to try to convince you that you are not enough. And so, thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you for the follow up, by the way. But and I actually think I might have actually seen some of his stuff come across my like Hink YouTube algorithm. Now, so this is one of the problems that I have with so I'm not going to mention any names, but so if somebody makes a video, if I make a video and I say, guys, the average global penis size is 5.19 inches based on the best data that we have. Okay. You're enough. You should feel better about the size of your D. Okay. You don't need to have a 12 incher to please a woman. Okay. If I do that, but yet I'm still selling an enlargement course, to me, that gives you all, I don't know, maybe I'm just tooting my own horn. Toot toot. I don't know what's going on today, guys. Sorry, man. Maybe I don't know. But that's from that what's that show? Ironheart. There's a guy that's like, I don't mean to toot my own horn. And yes, he is either non-binary or trans or something, but then he goes toot toot. Uh, but the point is that it would behoove me to be like, "Hey, guys, just so you know, I know what the data says that it's about as 5.2 inches, but the real average is more like 6, okay? And most women actually want 7. So you need to buy my course or use my affiliate links, or you need to, buy my supplements or something like that so you can finally be the man that you truly need to be." Like, I just think that that's shitty when people try to manipulate use fear as a motivator to purchase whatever they're selling. And I just think that's bullshit. Or whatever the practice. I see it all the time in PE, and that's why it kind of I just think it's yeah. I mean, whether it's people being like, "Oh yeah, dude, if you're not getting a freaking inch in a year, like you're doing something wrong." No, I think that's bullshit. And once again, it's my opinion versus other people's opinion. But it's just like I don't think you should try to I don't think you should do that, man. So, of course, a guy selling fillers is gonna try to convince you that an 8-inch girth is normal. Like, of course. That's just stupid. And that guy, he sounds I don't know him personally, but if that is his sales tactic, that's a piece of shit sales tactic, further trying to degrade men's insecurities that are already getting just freaking wrecked every day through every possible avenue of social media. Like, "Oh, bro, you don't have an 8 pack? Oh, you're a beta." Like, oh, clavicular being like, "Hey guys, I hate to break it to you, but if you're ugly, you should basically self-delete because you're never gonna get girls. But if you buy my course, I can teach you how to look smacks." Like, that's just such a shit part of culture today, man. Just feeding on these insecurities. So fuck that guy. I'll go on record and say fuck that guy. I mean, and on top of that, fillers are dangerous, and so yeah, fuck that guy. Uh, but I don't know. Maybe he's the sweetest guy in person. My guy with the OnlyFans says, "Mom, root beer float." Root beer float. I have a love-hate relationship. No, not even a love-hate relationship. No, root beer is like very hit or miss for me. So, but that's interesting. I would take one right now. But he says, "Oh my gosh, poll: Would you date a P actress?" So, that's a great idea. Thank you for the super chat. Whoops. I don't want to start the QA. I want to start a poll because I want to know, would you date a OF model or P star? Let's just put it like that. Start poll. And guys, and not to bias the results, but if you say yes, please identify yourself so I can block you from my chat. I'm just kidding, guys. Whatever makes you happy, guys. Whatever makes you happy. But goodness gracious, man, could never be me. I'll just say that could absolutely never be me, man. If there was ever a point where somebody could come up to be like, "Hey, yo, bro, I've seen your girl's butthole." Like, nope, nope, couldn't be me. Uh, let's see. So my guy, unless I was like, I ran across like my girl's OB-GYN in the doctor's lounge or something, but I doubt they'd say it like that. So, my guy Karan says, pumping last night, and after last set, D went floppy and lost rigidity. 24 hours later, I think I have hard flaccid. What to do? And do I stop PE forever? Um, so, sorry that happened to you, Karan, man. That's a abrupt change of conversation topics. But sorry. And so, I mean, what happened with that? Like, what do you mean when so after last set, so you were pumping, everything was going fine, and then you took off your pump for the last set, and it went and you went soft, and you lost rigidity. Like, was there trauma? Was there damage to the base of the erect penis? Did it happen when you were in the pump? Or you finished pumping, everything was good, and then all of a sudden it just went, "Phew." I mean, the first thing you should do is try to relax. I know it's very easy for me to say that, and I sound like a douchebag trying to, "Oh, dude, bro, just relax," when you were worried that your D doesn't work. But that's the first thing you need to do because when you stress out, you send what we call sympathetic signals to your pelvic floor that keeps it tight, that prevents you from having an erection. Not only your pelvic floor, but in order to get an erection, you literally have to have parasympathetic signals to your penis. Parasympathetic means rest and digest, and it's also what you need to actually get an erection. Okay. And so you're stressing yourself out, which is making your situation work. It doesn't sound like you're having worse. It doesn't sound like you're having pain. I think you just need to I mean, yeah, absolutely take at least a full week off. Get actual real medical advice, not from some clown in a mask. I do think things like using a good citrulline based supplement, would probably be the first thing to do if you don't have access to a doctor that can give you something like Cialis or Viagra. But no, I don't think you need to stop PE forever. I mean, it just really depends on what. Okay. Sorry, my girl just texted me that she's soaking right now, thinking about me. So no, not really. It's pretty she just texted me that she's going to sleep again. But anyways, man. So yeah, bro, I think you're fine, man. Just I mean, but always when in doubt, go see a doctor if you're concerned about it. But I would also only been 24 hours, man. That's not much time at all. And especially if you're stressing yourself the F out, then you're going to be freaking out and you're going to potentially mask the symptoms that you've actually healed. But more likely than not, you just either did overwork to your penis or you have some temporary damage. Take some time off, man. When in doubt, it's always a good thing to see a doctor if you can. However, the doctor's most likely going to say, You're fine, bro," and may or may not give you a prescription for Cialis or Viagra, depending on where you are and how old you are. But should you stop PE forever? I mean, that's a loaded question, guys. I say this all the time. What's the point of a bigger D if it doesn't work? That being said, I don't know any PE veteran that I would say a PE vet is anybody that's been doing it more than a year that hasn't had some sort of injury in some regard, even if it's just a mild hard flaccid that lasts a couple weeks and they recovered from it. So I think you should be fine, man. Just try to take some deep breaths, deep calming breaths, man, and go from there. So my guy, Sam Matt, super generous super chat, bro. Thank you, man. Let's see. I don't see a follow-up from my guy Sam Mack. I just see a, oh, wait, wait. So he says, "Hey, Hink, I was thinking about doing Botox on my penis for shrinking issues. I'm 8 inches, not bone pressed erect. When I'm flaccid, I shrink to 5 inches. Can you tell me if I'm making a good choice? Love the channel." Thank you very much for the super chat, bro. I'm glad I, um, scrolled down to find this comment. So, I mean, first of all, bro, we have to talk about a couple of things. The first of which, you're 8 inches bone pressed, okay? That's massive. I don't know how big your fat pad is or what your non-bone press length is, but that's absolutely massive, objectively huge, okay? To be 8 inches, okay? That's, arguably 3 inches about bigger than, an average penis. Gigantic, okay? That being said, you say that when you are flaccid, you shrink down to 5 inches, okay? I would the average flaccid size is only like, it's about 3 inches, maybe, let me see here. Average flaccid penis length. Google, go. Go, go, Google, go. Yeah, so the average flaccid length is about 3.3 to 3.7 inches, okay? Depending on the study. So, bro, I mean, being having a 5-inch flaccid is big, like, objectively, that is a big flaccid. Um, I mean, I don't know, I mean, it depends on the rest of your body habitus, I guess, and once again, if we're talking about you have a 5-inch bone pressed flaccid and you have a 2-inch fat pad, um, then that is, sorry, glitch. And so if you have 2-inch fat pad and you have a 5-inch bone press flaccid length, so only 3 inches is showing, like, yes, that I mean, that's still gonna look average, but because the rest of your body is likely so big, which I'm not shaming anything, but, um, man, yeah, that's just big. I mean, that is objectively a very big flaccid is what I would say, okay? And I actually, so let me stop this pool. So, okay, at least so one third of guys would still date a OnlyFans model or a P star, and so, maybe I should change that to Mary, and I hope I would get very different results, but whatever, guys, I'm old school, but I mean, that's wild to me that a third of the guys on here, which there's only 63 votes, so that's still 20 people in here say that, yes, they would date a adult star. But, yeah, whatever. I'm not judging, guys. I'm not judging. So, let's see, what is cut off for a big flaccid? And let's just say bone pressed. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me know. Chat, let me know, chat. I'm a streamer. What do you guys think of the cutoff for what you would say is a big flaccid? Uh that's wild to me, man. I mean, so to answer your question, and I hope you don't think I'm trying to like come down on you or anything, man. I really appreciate the fact that you were extremely generous with the super chat. But the fact that you have a big erect, a big flaccid, and then you are considering doing Botox, because your flaccid is just under twice the size of an average flaccid size, I mean, I absolutely would not recommend you do Botox. That being said, if you have the money, there's a doctor that can do it safe. Botox is not without its risks, man. And what if they inject it into the wrong areas that causes them problems? You're gonna have issues for about 3 months until the Botox wears off. And so, I would not do that. Now, where I think Botox has a role, because I do think it actually has a great role for certain guys. There's actually plenty of guys that, guys, I also do coaching, okay? Patreon.com/DocHink. Link is in the description. If you need to reach me for direct one-on-one talking, video calls, messaging, whatever it can be. There's different tiers to fit everything. But the point is, I've had some guys that I've been coaching through hard flaccid, and actually, Botox has made a big difference for relaxing their pelvic floor and actually resolving their issue. So I do think there's a role for that. Or guys that just have are severe growers. And so, but I mean, personally, you do you, man, but I definitely would not recommend you do Botox having already a 5-inch flaccid. If you guys haven't seen my flaccid tier list, I talk about the ways that you can do it through both surgical and non-surgical means to achieve a bigger flaccid penis and the best way to go about doing that. But it's up to you, man. Thank you for the super chat. But I certainly would not do that. So let's see. I got my guy Karan. I got that. And so my guy Julian says, "Hey Hink, appreciate all you do. My head has turned permanently purple from over pumping. If I stop and just did length work, would it return to normal?" So glitch. Sorry, I'm taking notes, man. And so most likely yes, but there's a big caveat there. So if you are using a vacuum cap, okay, to do length work, the vacuum cap is creating negative pressure in the cap and still drawing blood into your penis. And that pressure is going to increase depending on what weight you're stretching with. And so, that being said, if you're still using that, it could potentially still have the discoloration. And honestly, same thing if you're using a compression hanger or even manual stretches. If you have something, God, my hands are disgusting. Sorry, I bite my fingernails when I get nervous. But if you have a, even if you're using a manual stretch and you're using it, and let's say this is the glands right here, that is putting pressure in the glands and that is kind of exerting pressure in that area, which could contribute to your discoloration as well. And so, what I would do if I were you was take a week off from everything and see what happens to the coloration, and I bet that that would resolve a good amount of it. And then what I would do is maybe slowly work back into length work and see how much that affects the color. Oh man, sorry guys, I'm tired. It's been a long fucking week. It's been a long fucking year. Sorry for the f bombs. And so, so yeah, man, that's what I would do if I were you. So my guy Chiefs, appreciate you, bro. He said, "I just recently found your channel and I went down the rabbit hole. LOL. Just bought your course and just wanted to say thanks. Much love, bro." Man, like that's incredibly nice, man. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for taking the time to join a live. Thank you for certainly buying my course and talking. I mean, and promoting it. And so, thank you. I really do appreciate that. So, hopefully, you enjoy it. And I'd love for you to give me some feedback and let me know what you think. So, so yeah, man. Uh, hey, my guy Chrome 47, chill with the racial shit, bro. All right, like I get it, I get it. It's kind of funny, ha ha ha. But let's chill with that, okay? It's just I am no longer that insecure about it, but I do still get taken back to uh like especially middle school, high school, and college when yeah, not good things happen to me and from both black people and white people regarding my race. So let's chill on that, Chrome. And so my guy Ronald is in here and he says, "We'll watch later. Peace and love." Thank you, Ronald. And I hope you're probably hearing this after the fact, but I really appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. And thank you for the generous super chat. He says, "Hink, you're pretty awesome." So I really appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate hearing that. So it makes a big difference. Um, Guys, we got 84 people in here and 64 likes. Maybe we can hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate that. And so my guy, Mori, he says, "Thank you for the super chat, bro." But he says, "Hey, Hink, you previously said you do 2 sets of 30 minutes manuals per day. Would 2 30-minute sets of lower tension stretcher achieve the same results?" So, there's a couple of things of that. I mean, I've been doing this for 5 years, and I've what's the term? Had a platform, I'd say, for about 4.5 years, and so there's been a lot of things that I've said over the years. Um Now, and so when it comes to manuals, especially in light of recent development, I would try to get all of I mean, I don't remember the last time I did a manual stretch, actually. It's probably been about 6 weeks. I'm not do I do some, like, very mild pumping just to for erection quality benefits and for maintenance, I guess. But the point is, would two 30-minute sets of a low tension stretcher achieve the same results? I mean, I would probably rather see you do 60 minutes with breaks probably every 20 minutes of using a either stretcher, an extender, whatever it may be, and do that in one set rather than doing like a twice a day approach. If you're interested on what I say about that, I talk about how you can have when you have these mechanoreceptors, guys, and basically the shortest version of this is that if you do all your PE within a 6-hour window, your mechanoreceptors don't reset, and you're not basically producing twice as much collagen as you otherwise would. And so this is a theoretical thing, it just depends on what you wanna do. I don't have a definitive answer, but because of that study, I try to get anything I would do within a 6-hour window, okay, and I wouldn't do a twice a day approach if I can avoid it. Uh, so hopefully that answers your question, man. I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate you clearly following me for actually quite some time, man. So, uh Hink, what are your thoughts on using weights on your privates for growth? So thank you, Big Marmar. Um, so I mean that's essentially hanging, okay, and not just it's essentially any kind of length device. I mean, if you're doing manual stretches, you're applying tension just using force with your hands. If you're using weights, you're just using the weight to put the tension on your penis. And so, I mean, ultimately, I think when done correctly, it's fine. Now, what the stuff that gives me nightmares is I've seen guys that'll just like literally tie string around their D and then tie a weight to that and hang the weight with the string on their D. And those are the guys they're going to need implants at the very least. If not, I mean, if they can even do that. Um, so yeah, I think that you can use weights as long as you do it correctly. Whereas if you were to use an extender that has a built-in weight gauge, or I don't even know what the appropriate term is. Sorry, guys, I'm getting super tired. It's the same thing if you have a compression hanging device and you know what weight you're hanging off, but you know that you have, for the most part, a safe attachment to your penis. I mean, yeah, I think it works, man. So thank you for the super chat. Ultimately, do I think it works for growth? Yeah, I think a constant tension. I think the evidence is abundantly clear that it works and it can make a big difference and guys can grow based on that. So uh let's see. Um so I got no, and then this is my guy Big Mar again. He says, "I've had an issue with my tight pelvic floor for almost a decade. Can Botox help with pelvic floor issues? Where and how can I get treatment?" So, bro, what you need to do is you need to go onto my YouTube channel, and if you just type in Hink, Hink, Botox, I have an entire video about the benefits of Botox for both flaccid penis length gains and actually erection benefits in certain guys. And I break down the actual papers that actually discuss that. And so, as far as getting, Botox injection, where it depends on where you're located, but, I mean, honestly, I would start with Google near me, and you don't wanna well, you wanna look for a specifically, like, a men's health clinic or a urology clinic that is doing Botox injections. You don't wanna show up at a plastic surgeon's office and be like, "Hey, I want some Botox for my dick," 'cause I don't know, maybe they'll do it, but you need to be very precise about, where that injection is done. And so, I really appreciate that. But, I think if you have a hyperactive pelvic floor, meaning that your pelvic floor muscles are just tightened up, and even sometimes spasming, Yes, doing a Botox injection could get your pelvic floor to relax and could help with the blood flow, could help with erections, could help with flaccid size. So, so yeah, man. And I'm not. I hope this isn't a cop out, but I would just say, please watch that video that I made. I spent a lot of time breaking down the role of Botox, and I think it could be a big help. Uh, here, here comes Caleb. Bro, this is what is so. Uh, I don't know. I'm hoping this my guy Ethan is trolling here, but he says Hink is 7.5 by 5.5, guys. Uh, where's that coming from? Uh, that's hilarious. But he says, Hink, how do you fix scar tissue after getting it from manuals? So it depends on what your scar tissue is, man. I mean, I would point you to Peyronie's data, which is a very similar scarring like process on your penis, and there's ways that you can minimize the impact that it has. When you're talking about scar tissue, scar typically is when living tissue basically converts to scar tissue. Okay, and so I'm not wording too good right now. But the point is, I don't know. It would depend on where it is. I mean, how do you know it's scar tissue? But I mean, the shortest answer is I would look into Peyronie's disease treatment. Um, yeah. And then my guy Caleb says, Hink is ignoring me, grabs boxing gloves. Yes, let me continue to ignore Caleb. So we got that. All right. So man, let's look at these results. So, what is the cutoff for a big flaccid bone pressed? And so 5. So 60% of people say if your flaccid D is 5 inches or bigger. No, actually, that would be so. What's 60 plus 20? Carry the two. So 80% of people basically say that if your dick is bigger than 5 inches, I know I'm kind of flubbing the data a little bit because 20% of people said 6 plus. Then you have a big flaccid. So hopefully that answers your question, man, about like, hey, my flaccid shrinks down to 5 inches. I bet you there would be, I mean, can we just take a time out? If you have a 5 inch flaccid penis, that is the same bone pressed. That is essentially the same size as within a normal range distribution of an erect penis size. So your flaccid size is undoubtedly bigger than some guys' erect size. Okay. Just think about that for a second, man. Uh, thank you everybody that participated in that poll, man. So let's go ahead and end that poll. And so my guy Eric says, when are you going to do a discoloration, decolorization? That's an interesting way to phrase that. Correction video. I'm going to try to record it this week. Actually, I'm going to try to record it this week, and so that will be. Ugh. What's a Hink live stream without randomly fudging disconnecting? Thanks, YouTube. Uh, I don't even know what we're talking about, man. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna be doing the color, I call it discoloration video, correction video. I'm gonna try to record it this week, so it'd probably go out in the next week or two. My guy Umar said, I heard Hink is 6.5 by 4.5. Bro, what are these size discussions going on? That is wild, man. No, I'm much bigger than that. No, yeah. Like what the fuck? Oh, hey, and my guy Chrome, bro. Like like you're always in here, you're supporting your freaking mod, man. It's all love, bro. It's all love. It's just that like, there's certain things that, a couple times I'm like, "Ha, ha, 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 ha," but this is, like, the 3rd video that you've commented on my hands, and it's just like, all right, bro, like, all right, I know. Yes, my hands are very pale, especially when it comes to the wintertime, so, yes, I get it, man. So my guy Caleb says, "Hink, how does it feel to be responsible for so many men increasing their confidence in the size of their Ds to be, and size of our Ds to be bigger and longer, man?" Um I I don't know, man. I don't know. Because it's like Hink, how does it make you feel to know that you've encouraged men to listen to you and touch themselves? I mean, I know it's not that. I would much rather be responsible for guys being insecure about their size and no longer being insecure about their size. And so thank you, Caleb. That is a very, very, very kind thing to say, man. And a very I mean, honestly, and that's a very cool way to kind of look at it that to help men reach their goals. But my goal would be to make guys less insecure to the point where they feel like they need to do this. That's kind of my ultimate goal. So yeah, man. And so yeah, man. So thank you, bro. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing. So I got the decolorization video. So my guy Griff, appreciate you being in here, bro, with your jack self. So any tips to maximize the ADS? Uh I would just use caution and make sure that you are checking your positioning regularly. So I would hate for somebody that doesn't drink a lot of water to just leave something in place for like 4 hours. And so yeah, man. What else? See, I wanna make sure you get your money's worth, but just be consistent with it. But I do think actually ADSs can be a pretty significant adjunct to growth, actually. So, yeah. So, yeah, guys, I think that is going to be, my guy Umar said, "We got the reaction we wanted, guys. Hink is definitely 6.5 by 4.5. We got him. You got me, bro. You got me. Damn, damn. I hope that doesn't change anything, guys. I actually I actually lost size. I lost considerable length in girth from even before when I started PE. But that shouldn't change anything. Still buy my course." Oh man, y'all are wild. Y'all are wild. Oh snap! Perfect Swerve is in the house. What's up, Shouty? Um, yeah. So, anyways, man, I'm crashing out in the sense that I'm tired and losing my stream of consciousness. So I appreciate you being here. I love you guys so much. Whatever. Call me gay if you want, but I sincerely do appreciate each and every one of you, especially my guy Chrome 47. Uh, but no, seriously, all the guys that are in here. Not Caleb though. Of course, Caleb. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I might go live tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. But I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace and love.